Back under the S14, and the drive shaft fits perfect. Shout out to Aaron at Driftmotion. Thanks, sir. Fits perfect. I was a little skeptical. I measured it at the house when it came in or whatever, and I was a little nervous that, you know, I pulled my measurement. It's 44 7/8 is what I measured from the face of this flange to the face of that side, the tail shaft, whatever. And I was a little nervous. It looked like it was measuring that and like it would be too long. I thought I'd messed up. I thought I didn't, you know exactly 100% how to measure this. So I went on their website and they gave some marks to pull off of, and I hit it on the head. The quality of this thing, man, this drive shaft is nice. So this one is way nicer than the one that was in here before. Let me tell you, buddy, this is a nice drive shaft. So if you're questioning whether you want to buy a drive shaft from Driftmotion and have them make you one, let me tell you, 2 thumbs up. It could have been a little longer, actually, I believe, but I think we're okay. So if at any time you were considering buying a drive shaft from Driftmotions, they definitely got my approval. All right, so I got the covering off the drive shaft so you can get a better look at it. Boy, that thing is nice. They did a good job, for sure. Use Loctite on the threads, absolutely. So yeah, this thing looks good. Good job. I think I'm gonna need a new seal. And like I said, it probably could have been a little longer. I'm happy with it though. It exists. So, all right, here we go. All right, so I got the hood on the 240 and I'm gonna drill a hole around the hood exit. So let me show you what I'm working on. So what I did, I turned the hood exit straight up and square. I don't know if you can see it, but right there. And so I took my hammer and now you can see my outline of my indentation. So what I'm gonna do is I'll find my center and I'll drill my hole right there, 4 inch. So I'm gonna be, you know, 1 inch wider than what the actual hole is. So that's how I'll determine my hood exit. So I'll just find the center of that, and my hole is going to be a 1/2 inch bigger all the way around. So if this is 3 1/4, I'll use 4 inch. So I'll be, you know, maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch bigger diameter than this hole. And then I can get some beauty dressing or whatever. But it's not on the ribs. So like the ribs are away from here. So it landed straight center here. And I don't have to worry about, you know, hitting it, cutting any ribs out or anything. So just doing that, left indentation, and I'll just use my hole saw and drill a 4 inch hole. Then there's my hood exit. So that's where I'm at with the 240. I got to get a hole saw and a drill. But other than that, that's what's left. As far as to put the hood on, I got to finish I gotta get the windows rolling up and down, and I have to put the heater motor back in it, and a couple other things, but drive shafts in. Got my mark for my hole saw. So we'll get that hole saw. I'll probably have to go buy one, and I'll get that and get my drill. I'll probably have to open my new drill, and I'll cut that hole, and we'll be able to shut the hood on this thing. And that's, like I say, one less thing we got to deal with on this thing. So, all right, here we go. All right, so Art stopped by. He ended up having a 4.5 inch hole saw, and it actually worked out better than what I think a 4 inch would have. So we actually got it done. Got this jewel drilled out. Everything looks pretty good. So one last thing. Now I'll get the windows rolled up because the relay's not working. So I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on this car. So I'll probably just put the bumper on it or take it to the house, then put the bumper on it and get it out of here. Not drive it, not work on the interior, any of that, because I can work on that off the lift and move on to the next phase of getting me out of this shop, which I don't know what that is. So Metzger, guy that works for me from time to time on one of the rentals, you may or may not have seen him in one of my videos. He's coming maybe this week, and some of the stuff that I can go ahead and start moving out, he's going to bring his truck and start loading and hauling things over to my storage building just to get them out from under my feet so I can concentrate on working on some of these cars and trying to get some stuff thinned out. It is what it is, though, you know. I'm kind of at the mercy of what the landlord said. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. But the S14 is pretty much done, minus the interior. But like I say, I gotta put the ECU, strap it in somewhere, the fan motor, and then I don't know if it's a relay or what on the windows, but I think that's really it with the car. Clean that mess up down there. I've got to figure out that. It keeps falling. The screw, I guess one of the mount pieces isn't holding up correctly, so I got to figure that out. Yeah, I've been eating, so if I got stuff in my mustache and beard, I've been eating. Anyway, so yeah, we're going drifting tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. We're going to Nashville Super Speedway. There's going to be several drivers there. I don't know if you watch FD or whatever, but there's a pro driver, Jonathan Cash. He actually drives here. I think he's going to be there tomorrow. A Pro 2 driver, Connor O'Sully. We actually know that guy. Which O'Sully and I think Cash ride together now. I think they like help each other on when the Pro and Pro 2 are on the same location. I think they haul each other's. I think Connor hauls Cash's car maybe in their rig, but they help each other out, which is awesome. I think that's great that those guys are working together as far as, you know, almost like teammate kind of deal. One's Pro 1 and one's Pro 2. That's awesome for those guys and helping each other out, you know, at the tracks or whatever. But both those guys will actually be up at the Nashville Super Speedway this weekend, and along with a scattered group of names of people we've known or met along the way, or cars we've seen. We don't know everybody's name and their car. We know a lot of the cars we've seen, but so we'll try to film what we can. I know it's really hard to film there, so I don't know the track layout's going to be exactly the same. I guess there's different variations of that track layout, but I'll try to film what I can, and if I can, I can. It's, you know, it's hard to film there. If it's the same layout as last time, it's near impossible to really get any footage from outside, looking at the car through the fence or whatever. But I'll do what I can do, and if not, just is what it is at this point. But I've got to get back, and it's the 5th. I'm supposed to collect a majority of my rentals on the 5th, but I will actually have to wait till the 6th. So Sunday I'll have to go collect a bunch of rent. So it's a pretty busy weekend. So yeah, but I'll try to film what I can. All right, here we go.
I'm feeling high. feeling